This is my video response to How to Model a Drain Grate by Lars Christensen. Now, Lars mentioned in his video that there was many ways to do the grate, and so I saw that as my opportunity to do my own. So what I noticed about the grate is that it's not symmetrical. So I would assume that this was made many years ago, and it was done in probably sand casting from a wooden pattern. And the guy was given the job and to sketch out a drain grate, and he probably took some wood and used some hand tools and produced the pattern for this. And that's really all you need to do to, it sits on the floor and the water goes through it. It's not a rocket part. But anyway, we're doing it in the modern digital world where we can throw lots of decimal places at it. And let's see what we have here. So what I've done here is I opened it up in an image editor, and just to check sure that it was round and that there wasn't any excessive parallax in the photo. And then bringing it back into Fusion, I've set up a sketch where I've dimensioned it. And what that shows me in the dimensions here, if you look down here, and this one round mounting screw hole, it's not symmetrical. So this was designed as two parts: the bottom part, which is the actual drain, and then the grate part is what we're looking at. And since both those parts are made out of metal and they're screwed together, they would have been designed together so that they fit. And the way this was designed, there's only one way that this cover would have gone on where all three screws would have fit. So you can see I've drawn a bolt circle, and then I've divided it off. And this one side here, it's not mirrored to the other side, and the bolt circle is a bit different. So this grate has a top and a bottom, I guess you'd call it when you put it on. Okay, so what I've also done is I've made concentric circles so that I can measure the distance between the rings. Okay, and what I've noticed is that it's not high decimal accuracy here, for whatever that matters, but just if we're reproducing it, we want to know that. And so that's my my first sketch, and I'm going to use the center point arc slot tool. And the reason I do that, all of my circle patterns are all concentric to each other, and it won't look wonky like this one does. Okay, so we pick up our center point, and now I'm going to find, that's probably a good spot there, probably a good spot there, and we're going to call the spacing on the holes 4.5 millimeters. Okay, so that's my first one. And what we're going to do is we're going to mirror that one. So it wants to know where the mirror line is, and we're going to use that mirror line. Okay, so we've got our first pair of them. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mirror them once more. Except this time the mirror line is going to be here. Now we're going to do another set. We're going to do this ring here. We're going to start off at the beginning, the center. That ring there. That ring there. 4.5. Do we like it? Yes, we do. select it, circular pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Center point, the same. It'll always be the same center point. This will be 6 patterns. How does it look? Looks pretty good. Let's do the next ring. Center pattern. Pick this one here. .5. How does it look? Looks okay. We will circular pattern that again. Center point, which will always be the same one. And then is that 6? No. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12. Looks good. Next level. Center. Pick that one. 4.5. Looks good. Circular pattern. Center point. There's 12 of them, I think. Yes, there is. Looks good. Okay, so we quickly modeled all the center holes. Now we're going to do the outside holes. They're a bit different because they attach to the outside edge. So we're going to start off by about there to about there, 4.5. And what's different about this one is we have to attach them out. So we're going to need to add some lines here off to the tangent and then out to the outside line. From the tangent, the outside line. Now we need a arc. There to there. Okay. That's good. So now we're going to reproduce it around the side. So we're going to do a circular pattern. That's for the circle, plus we're going to add this line, and that line. Okay. Center point, always the same center point. So how many is that we're going to have to do here? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll call it 12. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn off every other one. So how does that look? Okay, it looks good. So now we're going to take one of them. And we're going to duplicate it. Do we need to add those in? Okay. So now we're going to copy it. Our axis is going to be always the center axis. Okay, this is a bit different. So what we're going to do here is we're going to, it wants the, this is not the mirror command, so we'll turn on the origin, and then we'll grab the center axis. Okay, axis 1 selected. Perfect. And then we're going to move it, let's see, 25 degrees. Minus 25 degrees. Okay. Looks good. Four, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Center point. Quantity 12. And again, we're going to suppress the ones that we don't want. Okay. So how does that look? That looks pretty good. Okay, now we're going to need one more circle to define the outside edge. So now we're going to make the hole to cut it out. And make sure that it cuts through all the edges. And it does. And extrude it to 5 millimeters. And have a look. Okay. So all the rings are concentric, and all the slots have the same radius and same slot opening. There you go.